Kiss 98.5, it's Janet Snyder and Nicholas Pickles on the phone with Gwen Stefani.
Janet?
Please tell me, Gwen Stefani, that you eat a lot at Thanksgiving like the rest of us.
Of course I do. Yes, I do. And I'm so looking forward to it. My mom's doing it this year, so we're going to all go over there. And I don't know. We basically, I feel like we do Thanksgiving every Sunday over at my house. Like, I have my entire family come over, and we cook, and we have our Sunday little thing. We did that last night or night before last. It was just, I spend so much time with my parents and my brother and sister-in-law, and we have like a lot of kids, so it's like tribal. Like, it's so much easier when everyone's together as opposed to me trying to do it by myself. So we do a lot of that. So Thanksgiving will just be another one of those days, but with even more food.
You have a lot of signature things. What would be the Gwen Stefani Thanksgiving signature dish?
You want to know what I get? And this is what I bring to Thanksgiving every year. I think it's 31 flavors. Not to give too much of a shout out, but we all love it. They make a Thanksgiving turkey cake, and it's shaped like a turkey, and it looks really real, and it's ice cream cake, and the kids get so excited for that.
How do you not have an endorsement deal doing Harajuku outfits for that turkey cake?
That's such a good idea. I feel like 31 Flavors should totally let me do a Harajuku Lovers cake collection. That would be perfect.
On the phone with Gwen Stefani, congratulations on the new music. How does it feel?
Thank you. It feels like the best thing ever in the whole world for me, because I really think that, like, everything about who I am, like how I validate myself, is through writing music. Because when before that, I was quite a passive girl. I had no idea what I was going to be when I grew up, even though I was practically grown up. And I just I just started writing music because my heart was broken, and I didn't even know I could. And I wrote The Tragic Kingdom, which obviously was never intended to be heard. Like, I never knew anyone would hear that record. I never even knew it would actually come out because they kept pushing it back. And I don't know, there's nothing like the feeling of being able to capture something in a song and then have it live on forever, and then to have it be heard and have it affect other people and feel that the vibes and the love from people coming at you, and then also hear the stories of how it helped them. I mean, it's just, for me, that's it. That's the reason I am on this planet. Like, that is what I love so much. So, to answer your question, to have a song on the radio, a song that I only wrote a few months ago that captures exactly what I'm going through right now, and being able to share that and be able to, like, have that, like, just be released into the world, it just feels so good.
Your fans have a lot to say about you and are always showing you love. I read one review that I felt like with this song in particular captured it, saying that your talent is limitless, Gwen. I wish you didn't have to hurt to write such beautiful music. What would you say back to that person?
We all have to hurt, you know what I mean? We all have to go through stuff, and I think that, I'm lucky. I'm so lucky, because out of what I'm going through, I'm getting some really incredible stuff out of it, and, some people don't. So I feel really blessed to be able to have an outlet and to be able to write music and share it, and so that's what I'd say about that. I mean, I know there's so many people that just go through things, and then that's it. They're just going through it. They don't get a reward at the end of it, like go to the studio and write a song and drive in the car and stay up all night listening to it and just feel like that satisfaction that I get when I have a new song. I mean, there really is nothing like that feeling. I love the creative process. Like, I love going in and have nothing, like zero. It's just air, you know what I mean? No sound, and then come driving home blasting your life back into your face, like listening to it. You learn so much from it, because it's like, I guess the thing about, poetry even, it's like there's no grammar, there's no spelling, there's just no rules. It's like you can capture things, like your ideas and your feelings in these short little glimpses of, I don't know, it's just such a cool thing, songwriting.
On the phone with Gwen Stefani, gonna play Used to Love You. When we listen to this song from a technical aspect, because you had the message you wanted to talk about in the song and the music, was there one particular hard part in the song that we can listen for that you worked out?
I could tell. It's so cool, too. That's the other thing. Like, when you're writing, you kind of, like, know, that's how that part came, and that part, like, I know everything that happened to write that song, and exactly how it went down, and it really starts with like having one, like a concept. Like for me, I was told the day before I wrote that song, I had written a whole record, and the record company was sort of like, it kind of punched me in the stomach. They were like, took the wind out of me. I was so excited because I felt like I was channeling. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I have all this music, and I feel so proud of it, and I hadn't done that in so long. And they basically said, well, we don't really think that people are going to relate to this record. It's too personal. You should sort of maybe put out an art record and don't try for radio. And I was really like, okay, like, wow, like, okay, if that's where I'm at, that's fine. Like, I've had such an amazing run, like, and I went to the studio the next day, and the writers that I'd been working with, like, had this, like, team that I was doing, I think I wrote, like, at that point, like, 19 songs with them, and I told them what had happened, and then I just got very rebellious. I was like, okay, let's write something super personal, and let's write something that's just not commercial at all, and, you know, and so I went through my computer and I found that lyric, which was written the day after a really crazy night that had happened in my life. And then it was like I was just trying to fit that exact lyric into a melody, and that's how it started. So we got the chorus and had like the melody of that, and then, but I mean, to be honest, there was chords. They were writing chords, but it's really incredible to watch. Like, it's almost, when you watch the whole thing come together, nobody in the room can believe it. You know what I mean? Because music is such a mystery. It's like, whoa, wow, that sounds so good. It feels so good. It sounds good. It feels right. It's giving me an emotional. It's just so great. But yeah, the process of writing that song, and I know exactly like what part I wrote, what this girl Julia, her melodies, and like it's just such a rewarding thing. When it gets played on the radio, it's super exciting.
Wow, you make me want to play all your songs on the radio just to show the record company, because that makes me mad when they don't appreciate you.
They do now, but thank God they said that to me. I wouldn't have written that song. That's what they do. They always do that. They always make you feel like you're like not good, and then you get mad, and then you do something really great. That's their trick.
Yeah.
And it works. It does work. I hate them, and I love them.
Am I going to see you on the Super Bowl halftime show? Because I think you belong there.
Oh, my God. You know that I got to do the Super Bowl once?
Yeah, I remember.
With Sting. That was pretty kind of insane. I'm definitely going to the Super Bowl this year because I have 3 boys, and if I can hook them up with a Super Bowl, can you imagine? Those are total mom points right there. So
I want to play Used to Love You right now on Kiss 98.5. This is Gwen Stefani. Kiss 98.5, Gwen Stefani with Used to Love You. I saw the live performance where you sang that song, Gwen, and behind you was the video that you shot of just your emotion. What was that like to do?
It was crazy because that was never supposed to be the music video. We were going to do like a regular music video. We didn't really have an idea. We were trying to come up with one that same like week. And my girlfriend was like, she just had an idea for me to just sit there and like not sing but just emote the song, and that was supposed to be just for the screens behind me, and it was. And then we ended up putting it out as a video because it kind of just worked. Like, it really said everything I needed to say without saying anything. And it was intense, I have to say, because for me that same day was a really intense day of rehearsals, and lots of personal stuff was happening, and it was like, I without saying too much, like I literally sat in front of the camera right after a crazy event happened and did that video, and I feel like it was so real that it just worked so right for that song. And when I look back at it, I think, oh my gosh, like I don't even remember doing half the stuff in it. You know what I mean?
Our listeners are crawling through their radios saying, Gwen, tell us what happened. Tell us what happened.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you can imagine. Like, everybody knows what I'm going through, so I don't think I need to go into super detail, but I think anyone that's gone through any breakup, let alone a breakup after a 20-year relationship, is craziness.
One accessory, because your fashion side of you, Gwen, is, like, amazing. One accessory you'd wear for the rest of your life.
Oh, my God. Wow. So many things just went through my mind.
Right.
And they weren't, like, real accessories. They were human accessories, but...
Oh, well, that too. Go ahead, pick a human accessory.
I don't know. That's too hard. I'm so spoiled. If you've seen my closet, you would see what I'm talking about. I can't just pick one thing.
We have to catch up again because obviously we don't have enough time to get through everything that we wanted to talk about. We love you on The Voice. We love how you help people.
We love your hair game, more importantly.
What should I do tonight? I'm trying to figure it out.
I loved the dip ponytail. That was amazing.
Yeah, that looked good. My hairdresser is a master. We have so much fun. He's the kind of guy that, like, he literally cannot talk about anything outside of hair, so it's very fun to be around him.
Can you do some braids? I haven't seen braids in the past couple weeks. I'd love some braids.
Okay, I'm thinking maybe braids next week.
Okay.
I'm kind of doing these, like, 3 days, like, they have kind of a theme, so we'll see. But yes, I'll do braids.
It was so much fun talking to you. Continued success, and here's to finding happiness.
Thank you so much. You're awesome. Thanks,
Appreciate you,
bye.
Gwen Stefani. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you. Bye.
It's Kiss 98.5.